Now, searching for a match, the unique way a Baraboo woman is looking for a new kidney. And police in Duluth give an update on a synagogue arson earlier this week and whether they think it's a hate crime. Plus, the Packers are 2-0 after another close win. We'll recap the victory in sports.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now at 10.
Thanks for joining News 3 Now at 10. I'm Amanda Quintana. About 100,000 people in the U.S. are on the national waiting list for a kidney donation. Finding a match can take years. Madeline O'Neill tells us how a Baraboo family is taking a creative approach to speed up that process.
Amanda, according to UW health officials, the living donation process is evolving. So instead of needing to be a perfect match for your intended recipient to be a living donor, you can join an exchange donation program with a pool of donors and recipients to facilitate that transplant. But a direct match can move things along more quickly. The hardest part of any journey can be the waiting.
It is hard.
Very difficult.
Yeah.
When you feel like you're spinning your wheels but getting nowhere.
And I'm not a person that I can sit there and do nothing.
That's all Donna Sherbert Larson can do. In dialysis 3 hours a day, 3 days a week.
I had no clue.
Donna got her diagnosis of stage 4 kidney failure in 2016, right after her husband's death.
He kept telling me that, you got to take care of yourself. Don't worry about me. But all I could see was him.
Now the rest of her family is her driving force. 5 children, 12 grandchildren, and 4 great-grandchildren.
Well, this one's a great-grandchild. Noisy one, but...
This grandchild, Cassie Helt, isn't a direct match to Donna, but she's joined UW's Kidney Match program as a living donor, meaning her kidney is available to go to someone else to speed up the process for Donna.
The last year when we had it, there was 8 people in our exchange. I want to do whatever I can for her.
Last year, a kidney became available, but Donna happened to be too sick that week for the transplant.
It was taken away, basically.
When it felt like things were coming to a halt.
Everything was going slow.
Family knew they needed some kind of forward momentum.
They tell me, we're behind you, Donna, just keep on going.
That nudge came from a stranger who was behind her too.
I noticed the sticker on the back of the vehicle that said kidney donor needed, so I had to take a photo of it, and I had to share it.
Donna's family has a fleet of cars with these stickers seeking a match. But it wasn't until Adam Carpenter, who delivers packages in the Baraboo area, posted a photo on a local Facebook page that they started gaining traction.
Both my grandparents passed away a few years ago, and it's tough, and when I found out that this lady was a grandmother, I knew right away that I was thankful for myself that, hey, I helped somebody out. I helped save somebody's life, potentially save their life.
It's amazing how much people have come together.
Since then, Cassie says more than 5 people have emailed her letting her know they've gotten tested to see if they're compatible.
The farthest one that I've gotten so far was an email from Pennsylvania, and I was like, how did it get out there?
It shows how far something can go with a small push forward.
And they're all behind this 100%.
Donna's family is asking people to consider becoming a kidney donor regardless of whether it goes to Donna or not. Now, that original post that got so much attention appears to have been taken down, but if you'd like more information on contacting Donna's family or becoming a donor yourself, we have that on our website.
Hopefully a happy ending to this story.
Yeah,
thank you so much, Maddie.
You're welcome.
Deputies are looking for a car that crashed into an Amish buggy early this morning, killing a horse in the town of Darlington. The Lafayette County Sheriff's Department says they were sent to the scene around 3 o'clock along Highway 81. They say a 20-year-old was in an open buggy being pulled by a single horse when the car crashed into them. Officials said the man, the horse, and the buggy were all thrown into a ditch. The driver of the car took off. The man, who sustained non-life-threatening injuries, was able to find nearby residents to call police. Officers arrested a 29-year-old in Baraboo early this morning who they say was intoxicated, armed, and making threats. This happened at a home on Walnut Street around 12:40. A woman told police that Jared Porter made statements about going to jail and shooting officers. Several children were reported to have been in the house at the time. The Sauk County Emergency Response Team responded, as well as the Crisis Negotiation Team. Porter was eventually arrested without incident. Let's turn it over to Dana Fulton now with your first alert forecast. That humidity is sticking around.
It really is, and that's going to lead to some patchy fog overnight and actually for the next several nights to start off the week. We're in quite a warm trend. The good news, though, we are going to get some more sunshine back. Here's a time lapse from our Edgewater Skycam of the day. We had a few pockets of sunshine, but overall a mostly cloudy sky. Now we're steadily becoming partly cloudy overnight. Thankfully, no rainfall to talk about, though. Our Doppler track is going to stay clear throughout the state. Just a warm and humid stretch for your Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Again, every morning, looking likely that we will have some areas of fog as those temperatures will be close to our dew points. The next chance for rain starts to push in late on Wednesday. Not bringing a lot of accumulation, but it might cool us down just a little bit heading into the weekend. We'll take a closer look at your full forecast in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Dana. A 36-year-old man is being held on a first-degree arson charge in connection with a fire that destroyed a 119-year-old synagogue in downtown Duluth. The Duluth police chief made the announcement this morning during a news conference. Police arrested Matthew Amiot Friday, and he's currently being held at the St. Louis County Jail on the felony charge. Investigators say they have no reason to believe the fire is a hate crime at this time, given the information they have.
This has been a very, very difficult week for this community. We feel the pain and loss and substantial impact for Adas, and we also have devoted significant time and resources in a way that was really critical and important and has been really exhaustive on the part of our staff.
Firefighters responded to the Adas Israel congregation around 2:30 in the morning on Monday. One firefighter was hospitalized after being struck by falling debris. Duluth's fire chief says the fire started outside the synagogue and says no accelerants were found at the scene. Amiot is due in court this week. More local news now. Mile Bluff Medical Center in Madison is raising money for a 3D mammography machine, which improves breast cancer detection by up to 30%. Gabriella Becerra shares the creative way they're raising not only money, but also awareness for the cause.
They're just all original.
It's not the typical hospital decor.
It's kind of unusual to have a bunch of decorated bras hanging in the lobby of a hospital.
But this wall of bras
Kiss cancer goodbye.
serves a bigger purpose than art.
Be wise, get 3D mammo. It's supposed to be an owl. I can say that because I made that one.
Bras for a Cause is a contest where bras are decorated and then voted on.
We've got a whole 44 of them here to look at, and the closer you get and look at them, you can see all the little details.
It's a fundraiser to bring a 3D mammography machine to Mile Bluff Medical Center.
We have the need for a 3D mammo here. People have to drive to long distances in order to get to some 3D mammography done. So we really needed the new technology here, and it's cost about $465,000 to get the machine.
Right now, the hospital only has a 2D machine, but this new technology allows a radiologist to catch smaller tumors.
The X-ray arm does a sweep over the breast tissue, which provides additional images than the 2D mammography. So the radiologist is able to get slices to look at layers of the breast.
Every vote for a bra brings Mile Bluff $1 closer to this technology.
Yearly Squeeze could save these, which I think should get the most creative award.
But just as important, Bras for a Cause spreads awareness.
Statistics show that 1/3 of women don't come in routinely for their screening mammograms, and the best line of defense is early detections.
And for the time being, offers a unique twist to their decor.
I've had some very enthusiastic responses from, that is just amazing. I can't believe the creativity. I can't believe, well done, you know. And it is amazing.
In Madison, I'm Gabriella Becerra, News 3 Now.
The winners of this contest will be determined at Women's Night Out on October 3rd in Madison. For more information on voting or donating, you can go to our website, channel3000.com. About 49,000 General Motors employees say they will go on strike just before midnight tonight. Their contract expired yesterday and new contract talks broke down. Union members say they're fighting for fair wages, affordable quality health care, and job security.
These UAW members, not so long ago, helped save a company that many people didn't think was going to survive. They stood up for that company. And now they want that company to stand up for them at the table.
In a statement, GM says it offered to invest more than $7 billion in factories in 4 states and create 5,400 new positions, with the majority to be filled by existing employees. A strike would bring a stop to GM production in the U.S. and likely also in Canada and Mexico. The U.S. Energy Department says it's ready to take action after drone attacks in Saudi Arabia this weekend, which crippled the world's largest refinery and nearby oil fields. Here's a look at that video. The facilities were hit by drone strikes. Yemen's Houthi rebels are claiming responsibility, but President Trump is blaming Iran. President Trump says he's approved the release of U.S. strategic petroleum reserves to stabilize energy markets. The attacks could have an impact on oil prices. Still to come on News 3 Now at 10, meeting families who know exactly what they're going through, how a walk is bringing together parents and their children fighting a critical illness.
Life
As summer comes to an end, the Willie Street neighborhood is celebrating the past few months at the Willie Street Fair and Parade. This is the 42nd year of the annual fair, and event organizers say it's hosted to be one last party before the upcoming winter hibernation. The fair continues to attract people and parade floats who come back each year like the Bubble Mobile, but anyone is welcome to participate.
It is come one, come all. Anyone can be in the parade, and I love the fact that people come down off their porches with their brightest clothes on and decide to join the parade. And that's what this fair is about.
Event goers say it's the community that keeps the festival going each year. Both the Bubble Mobile and the parade plan to keep coming back to the Willie Street's end of the summer celebration. People in Fitchburg this morning getting in a little exercise while raising money for a local hospice care center. It's the third annual Race for a Grace. It includes a 1-mile fun run and timed 5K run walk, with all proceeds going to help support the nonprofit's Care for All program, which provides free or discounted services to patients who can't afford their end-of-life or palliative care.
We believe very strongly that everyone has a right to excellent care at end of life, and this fund makes that happen for all people, regardless of insurance or ability to pay.
This year, about 525 people took part. Last year's event raised about $46,000. Another local walk this morning is bringing together Make-A-Wish families at the 9th annual